All of those dreamy images were created with just one tool, PowerDirector's AI image generator, and the eye blinking transitions, well, keep watching to learn how to do it. First, let's create some dreamy AI images. Upon opening PowerDirector and going into the Media tab, you'll see a button for the AI image generator. In order for the AI to create your ideal image, you'll need to first type in a prompt into the text box. Something like a colorful park with lots of fluffy white clouds, or Little Red Riding Hood in the woods holding apples. The more detail you give in your prompt, the closer it'll look to how you imagined it. If you're unsure of how to write your prompt, you can click the inspiration button to see some examples. Once you've typed in your prompt, you can specify if you want a portrait or scenery. For example, our park prompt was for a scenery image, whereas our Little Red Riding Hood prompt was for a portrait. Under those choices, you can choose which style you want your image to be in. For our dreamy theme, we're going to choose the vibrant style. Once you've got your prompt and style, just click on the button to generate, wait a few minutes, then you'll see the results. You'll notice that it'll give you 4 images to choose from. If you're satisfied with a particular image, you can click on the blue button in the corner of your chosen image to add it to your media library. If you're unsatisfied, you can click to regenerate new images. It's important to note here that once you click regenerate, your previous images will disappear and won't show up as selection choices. So if you're unsure of whether you like an image or not and want to keep it just in case, add it to your media library where it'll be saved. Now that you've got your images, let's drag them into the timeline and create our eye blinking transition effect. Go into the Color Boards drop-down menu in the Media tab and drag and drop a black color board onto the second track. Highlight the color board by clicking on it, tap the Tools button, then go into the Mask Designer. Scroll along and find the mask that looks like a diagonal line, then click to select. Click on the green dot in the preview window to adjust the diagonal to lay horizontally across the screen. Before setting your keyframes, make sure your playhead is at the beginning of your timeline in the preview window. Click on the diamond icons to add a keyframe for position and scale, then move the white dots all the way off the screen. To ensure that they're all the way off the screen, you can zoom out of your preview with the drop-down menu in the upper right-hand corner. These keyframes will create an open and closed eye look on screen. Click the Go to Next Frame button 5 times, then move the white dots together until they form one line. Click the Go to Next Frame button 5 times again, then adjust the white dots off screen again. Once you have your 3 keyframes, right-click on each and choose Ease In or Ease Out for each at random. Click on the Invert Mask button, then adjust the feather radius to 10. This will make the movement look a little bit more natural. Click OK, then view the video in your main window. Tap on the Go to Next Frame button 10 times to go to the end of the part you just edited. If you're zoomed into the timeline, the playhead should be stopped at the 10 frame marker. Split and delete the axis part of the clip. Copy and paste the trim clip to cover the area you want the effect. In our case, we're using it as a transition between the dreamy images we generated, so we'll copy and paste our blinking effect to cover the areas between each image. If you want to make the blink slower, you can change the number of frames between each keyframe from 5 to a bigger number. For this purpose, let's say you decide to change it to 10 frames between each keyframe. When you go back into the main window to cut off the excess part of your clip, remember to position your playhead at the 20 frame marker instead of the 10 frame marker like we used in our tutorial. You can play around and adjust this number as you like. If you use this effect in your next project, remember to tag us with Made with PowerDirector so that we can see all of your creations. If you're looking for more cool tutorials, go check out our channel and subscribe. We'll see you next time.